My name's Kay Dixon and I'm the superintendent here at Barberville Independent. Today we're putting together a video in hopes of helping you understand what the day will look like when we return to school with our hybrid blue-white model on September the 28th. We have lots of new safety measures in place that we want to share with you. In addition, we've added some drop-off and pick-up spots so that we don't have a mass number of students entering and exiting at the same spot. So come along with us as we show you what's going on inside of our school district so you'll be prepared and ready for September the 28th. Thank you.
So the procedures for getting on the bus in the morning will go as follows. The bus driver and the monitor will both have masks and gloves on. The bus will pick up a student. The student will come towards the bus, get a temperature, and then we'll enter the bus, put hand sanitizer on, and the first student will go to the back seat, the last seat. Next students will come on. These students happen to live in the same household. I'll take both of their temperatures. They're good to go. Hand sanitizer. The next stop, the student will come to the bus. Temperature, hand sanitizer, and they will go to the next stop or the next seat available on the bus in the back. By guidance, students who are not in the same household have to sit alone on the bus, as Lauren and Eli are doing. If you are from the same household, you can sit together on the bus. Now, when we arrive to school, to exit the bus exit from front to back. So Lauren would be the first to get off. And then the two students in the same household. And then the last seat.
Welcome students and parents. Dropping your child off this year will be a little different. Also, K-5 students will be dropped off in front of the elementary building on School Street. Unloading will begin at 7:40 each morning. When you arrive each morning, your child should be masked and unbuckled. We are also asking that all parents be masked during the unloading process. We ask that your window should be down. A staff member will take your child's temperature and will instruct your child to exit the vehicle and proceed to the elementary entry door. Remember, we will be maintaining social distancing at all times. Students will go through the metal detectors and straight to their classrooms. We hope this process is seamless as possible and look forward to seeing your child on the 28th, the first day of school.
This is our middle school drop-off. Our middle school drop-off is here at the old high school entrance for those of you that have referred to it as that. And this is the process and procedure for our students being dropped off at our middle school spot. The first thing that happens is one of our employees will have their gloves and mask, and they will do a temperature check of the student prior to the student getting out of the vehicle. So please have kids seated where we can get to those. The temperature has to be below the COVID guidelines of 100.4 in order for us to allow them to get out. And as you can also see, the adults in the car also have masks on. We ask that you do that when you drop your kids off if possible to protect our staff who will be at the doors for all of our students. So if that is possible, we ask for parents and adults else in the car to also have a mask. So after the temperature is taken, the student will open the door and get out, maintaining 6 feet of social distances through their entrance to the metal detector. They will come through the entrance where at that time there will be staff in there that will do the process of going through their device bag, or looking at their device bag and passing it through the metal detector, as well as the backpacks that they have on before they go to the classroom. So again, when you pull up, please pull up and roll the windows down so that the staff member can take the temperature of the student prior to them leaving the vehicle. Once their temperature is taken, the student will open the car door and proceed to the entrance. All students will maintain a social distance as entering the building. They will go straight to their classrooms because we cannot have large group social gathering. So that is why our time is pushed back for drop-off until 7:40 a.m. because we cannot gather in our cafeteria in large groups. The teachers are in the classrooms. So once they exit the car, pass through the metal detectors, their next stop is straight to the classroom.
Okay guys, what we're going to do here, I'm going to give you just a little information on how we're going to do things as we have parents arrive with their children here in front of the high school building. As you can see behind us, we've got an example. We've got a couple of cars here. We're going to have 2 different drop-offs. We're going to have those marked with our black footprints here. So one car will pull there, one car will actually be up to the front, and before your child ever exits the car, there'll be a couple of us out here and we'll go over and we'll actually take their temperature while they're in the car. Then we will ask if they've had exhibited any of the COVID symptoms as a check sheet. Of course, if the parent says no, then we'll go ahead and have the kids come out. And as you see, we've got our spacers here where they'll be standing as they go in, and then the process will be the same through the metal detector. So we'll go ahead right now and just demonstrate what it's going to be like with the students exiting the car, and then what it's going to look like as they go in the building. Okay, what we'll do each morning, guys, when we come in, of course, I've got Don in here with us, and so what we'll do, we'll come up and we'll take their temperature right here, and we'll read it, and it is 98, so he's good to go. And then, of course, we'll ask the parent, you know, has he exhibited any COVID symptoms? And she says no, so then we'd go ahead. We've got his name and stuff here, and then we would mark it down here that he has no symptoms, and then at that time he can go ahead and get out of the car.
Our process for coming into the building once your temperature has been taken as a student, and how we will handle the backpacks. This is why it's very important that you have only minimal things within your backpack, because we cannot open your backpacks and go through every item because we're transferring everything that's in one backpack to the other. So, Eli, welcome. Come on in this morning. It's good to see you. Boys and girls will have these device bags. This makes it easy because we know that this device would make the metal detector go off. So we will place any devices that may cause the metal detector to go off. That would be for our high school students, if you're carrying a lot of keys, those will make it go off. A hard case with eyeglasses will make it go off. So try to get a soft case for your eyeglasses so that you don't have to spend time taking it out and we don't have to touch those items. Your phone would also go in this basket. As you can see, Eli does have his backpack on. So as the person standing here monitoring will send this through, then Eli will come through with his backpack that has items that will not cause the metal detector to beep that he needs for the school day. So once Eli clears, we've not had to go through his backpack, and you can see it's quite full. There's lots of things in it, but it did not cause the metal detector to go off because of the items that are in it. So once again, we cannot physically open up and go through things as we've had to do in the past. So remember to pack your backpacks very lightly. We prefer the composition notebooks to the wire notebooks because that will cause students to have to stop have to take out all their stuff before they're cleared to come in, and we can't keep our social distancing of 6 feet. So I'm going to now give Eli's bag back to him that contains his device. And boys and girls, this bag should only contain your device, and even if you have one that you bring in from home, you need to get one of these bags from us because it's for the purpose of the metal detectors. Your charger and your laptop should be in it. Remember to fully charge those laptops before you bring them to school as well. So you will use this bag only for your device that you will be using in the classroom. The remainder of your items will go into your backpack. Now, Eli has a mask on. A mask is required in school all day, except for eating and drinking under the new public health regulations. So make sure, boys and girls, that you find one that fits nicely and that feels good on you. So we appreciate you listening to our clip on how to get through the metal detector.
Student lockers. Because of COVID-19, student lockers will not be assigned or used for the present school year. This is another reason backpacks should contain only the necessary items. Students will be carrying their backpacks throughout the day. So keep them light and carry only what is necessary.
We just want to also let you know that if you need to see an administrator or drop off a form for your child's record or enroll a student, you will do so here at our new entrance. And in order to come into our reception area, you will utilize this button. You push the button, there's a camera system inside of the office for the receptionist to view, and they will open the door for you. But before entering, please make sure to put your mask on. This is the window in the inside foyer, which you will go to speak to Miss Joella, our receptionist. And here's Miss Joella. She will take good care of you, and she can take care of all of your needs here by finding who you need to speak to and have them to meet you in this area. Again, parents, we ask that you always have your mask on when entering in order to protect yourself as well as our staff.
Was weaken them, and then they became vulnerable to the people who were attacking them from the outside. Very good. All right, number 10.
So this is an example of a classroom that we have set up. Most classrooms are set up in this form or fashion. We have two desks set beside each other. One will be for the blue group when they show up for that student, and one will be for the white group. You'll also notice that right now Ms. Smith has her class on the online looking into the camera, and her students are able, the ones that are virtual on their day, are able to participate in class while Ms. Smith is teaching.
Lunes y miércoles, que son los días de azules, pero hoy es martes o jueves, hoy es jueves. Es el día de los blancos, all right? This is white days, remember? So we're all sitting in our white desks. Es el día de blanco. So cuando entramos en la clase, when we enter class, yo voy a recordarlo, I'm going to remind you, which, sabes, ustedes van a saber antes de llegar. You're going to know before you get here whether or not it's a blue day or white day, because you don't come if it's not your day, right? But I will remind you, es un día de azul.
And we have some boys and girls that are dressed as a cat, a police officer, and a dinosaur, a baseball player, and looks like a pirate. Okay, so we're going to look at a video that's going to show us what some words are that we're going to have in our story. Okay?
see in the lunchroom, after students get their food, all the chairs are facing the same way and students are spaced 6 foot apart for lunch. They are allowed to take masks off during lunch to eat their food. When they move to leave to go to throw their food away or go back to class, they must put their mask back on.